Tom is listening in New Hampshire. You're on Free Talk Live. Hey, Tom.
Yeah, I just thought of a different angle today, and I wanted to share it with your listeners about the murder of Michael Brown out there in Ferguson, Missouri. And what I did and what they can do. See, tomorrow is Friday, the last business day of the week, so I wanted to get this in time for them your listeners to think this over. I called up the governor's office, the office of Governor Jay Nixon, and I also emailed the Attorney General's office out in Missouri with this comment, and that is, I call up the governor's office, and I tell the lady that I like that idea of not publishing the name, not disclosing the name of the cop that murdered Michael Brown. And just then, by saying that, of course, I used the word murder, which they don't like, but then I say, because if they disclose that, then somebody might track down that cop and settle the matter out of court, and then they figure that the job is done.
I believe I believe Anonymous has been tracking him down, and they have released a name of a officer and some pictures, including a picture of him in his basement with a Confederate flag on the wall, which is pretty damning. Wow. I don't know whether this is the guy, and it would be really unjust if it was not, but.
Now, this is the cop, or the alleged cop, who shot a young man in Ferguson, Missouri recently.
Right. And I don't think that the Confederate flag means the same thing to everybody. I think that it is of the battle banners out there, which I consider all flags to be war banners, of them, I think that's the most attractive of them. But I also think it carries the most baggage with it. And I would never put one on, anywhere, because it might make somebody feel bad.
Well, what I'm getting at is, I said they should not give out the name of that cop, because then somebody might track down that cop and settle the matter out of court, and then everybody will figure that the job is done. But if they don't give out the name of that cop, then people get angrier and angrier until things explode, and then they'll take out a whole bunch of cops. Maybe they'll exterminate 100 cops. The more the better, as far as I'm concerned, because let's face it, they all deserve it.
Tom,
See, that's what I told the lady at the governor's office.
Tom,
that's what I told the lady at the governor's office.
You're conflating all police with murderers, and I'm sorry, that's just not true. They don't all deserve that. And thank you for the call tonight. The toll-free number is 855-450-FREE. That's 855-450-3733. But I understand why someone's upset. I understand why people are frustrated with the police. Many of them do get away with murder. I mean, that much is true, but I don't think you can solve the problem of violence with violence. I just don't believe in that. I think that there's all kinds of evidence that shows that violence just begets more violence. And
it's not cathartic.
Tom. So the toll-free number again is 855-450-FREE.
I came up with this idea a long time ago, and I'll share it with you guys so that you can put it up on the Facebook or whatnot. But just on a whim, graphic design-wise, I thought, is there any way that you could make that Confederate flag and make it into something that was more politically correct? And so what I thought of is I thought that, hey, you could take that flag and combine it with the Jamaican flag. They actually have a kind of a similar pattern to them.
There are a lot of flags that have that sort of X through them, yeah.
Yeah, so I took the Confederate flag and the Jamaican flag, and I combined them a while ago to make the pot-smoking rebel flag.
Awesome. Can you post? Is it possible to post that on our Facebook?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I'd love to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.